Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Josina. Happy birthday to Slayer. Happy birthday to our family. Happy birthday to you. And there are cupcakes over there too. And you guys can't see, but we have balloons everywhere. I know. I'm making the...
That is so cool.
And we have a sign on the door too. Because we love them. We love Slayer. We love Josina.
Okay, so what's our show tonight?
Okay, first of all, welcome back to TerraSphere 25. I'm Sharon, Josina, Randella, and Slayer. And this is Nerd Night. You know, we do our Saturday night Nerd Nights. We have different shows that go on that we do, and this is Nerd Night. And because it is the week of Josina and Leah's birthdays, we are doing the mystery of... Now, I will tell you this. None of these three other people knew what the content was going to be because I wanted it to be a surprise. And so that the commentary will be really unexpected and genuine. Okay. All right. So that's not 10 seconds. I'm not going without my fog machine. I don't care if it's the summertime. I love my fog machine. It's really corny. And I don't know why it's pink. But Leah, was that your birthday color?
That's supposed to be purple, but...
Oh, that's as close as we can get to purple. All right. Well, anyway, what was I going to say? Anyway, here we are. We're celebrating birthdays. And so I thought, oh, yeah, they don't know what the subject matter. We are doing the mystery of birthdays. So let's get started. Birthdays, what are birthdays? Birthdays are what? Celebration, cake, food, friends, family, candles, wishes, balloons. I love balloons. I just do. Partying, right? Not until the modern age. When do you think the first birthday happened? On record.
1776.
Okay, my comment on that is today is a shithole day because our government has murdered another person. So I don't want to go to 1776 right now. U.S. is better than this. We are going to come back, and that's all I'm going to say. So cancel on that. When do you all think was the first birthday ever recorded?
Sharon's birthday.
I was born on Christmas. Good guess, but no. And Randy, I know you know that Bible backwards and forwards. So I will say it is in the Bible. However, I'm also going to say that the Bible rarely, only on, I think, 2 occasions, referenced a birthday. And those were the 2 first recorded birthdays ever recorded in the history of what we have in the world. Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Babes, do you know this? Book of Genesis, chapter 40.
Read it before, I can't remember it off the top of my head.
I'll quote, on the 3rd day, Pharaoh's birthday, he made a feast for all his servants. Does that sound familiar? There was a feast. And then one imprisoned servant was restored to life and position. Another prisoner was
executed.
Exactly.
Actually had told, there was a story where there was one said one thing and one said another, and so the Pharaoh was offended by one of them. So that's why one of them was executed.
Well, we're going in the right direction. So before I go further with explanation, I didn't know, because I know nothing about the Bible. Sorry. I don't want to offend anyone, but I just think it's whatever. I'm not into it. I tried to read it twice and I couldn't get through it. Like it was just, no. I was going to say something. Hold on. Oh yeah. I didn't know that pharaohs were referenced in the Bible. Now that was a complete surprise to me because when I think of pharaohs, I think of Egypt and
Mummies.
Yeah.
Mummies.
King Tut.
King Tut. Like, what was the year that we think, oh, that was, now we're finding out it's much older than we thought. It's much more ancient than we thought. But Was that AD or BC?
BC.
BC. Because, because Pharaoh
Okay,
enslaved
I
you.
have all my timeline mixed up.
This is a long time before Jesus ever came on the scene.
Yeah.
And this was King Ramses is one of them.
And Ramses and Ra will come into this. Okay. All right. Well, that was very shocking. Not shocking, but new news for me because I didn't know pharaohs were ever referenced in the Bible. I thought biblically it was always just like this clan of Jesus and disciples and God's sons and that whole like kind of family thing going on. I didn't know pharaohs were involved.
There was a
You've
major.
not seen the Ten Commandments?
You seen the Ten Commandments?
Oh yeah, that's
Moses,
right. But it's been a long time.
Moses was raised by Pharaoh's daughter.
Okay, you're right. I
So-
did see the Ten Commandments. I will never ever disclose my secret about that movie and what happened to me because of that movie. Don't go into the dark side. This is something only 2 people on this earth ever will know. And I forgot about that. Okay, so what birthdays were considered were more like the power exploiting their power. Nobody else celebrated birthdays, only the king, the pharaoh, the whatever. And that was to dominate the world. I'm special. You can have life and you are dead. And it was all done on their birthdays. So that's pretty dire. Sorry, happy birthday, you guys. Okay, so this is very interesting. Now, I've heard of this person, but because I'm not that familiar. Okay, I'm looking for my notes, but babe, help me out. John the Baptist. He was Herod. Is that how you say his name? He was the second execution because of a birthday in the Bible. So, Gospel of Matthew chapter 4, Herod's birthday. He throws a banquet, there's music, performance, a vow is made publicly, and then John the Baptist is beheaded.
So what happens is Herod, he's kind of a wicked guy. And his wife and his wife's daughter, he's got a thing for his wife's daughter. She's like maybe 13. And he asked her to dance for him. And so she does. And he's kind of got a thing for her inappropriately. And so she does the dance for him. And then he tells her, you dance for me and I'll give you whatever she wants. And she didn't like John the Baptist because he called people out for their wickedness, and he had called them out for their wickedness. And so she said, I want his head on a plaque.
That's not how I took this, but it says a vow is made. So the vow must have been what she wanted done, because he would have made the decision. And I guess her influence.
He made a promise to give her whatever she wanted, so then she did the dance. And so, because
You gotta
she
love
did
the
it,
nerds,
now
man.
she
They
had
know
to-
everything.
Now he had to fulfill the promise. So the promise had to be fulfilled. Disgusting.
And is this somebody that he was with from that point on? 10 seconds.
No.
Is this just, he just did it because she said, or was there some sort of like more pliable connection?
She was wicked stepdaughter, and he had a thing for her
Oh,
inappropriately.
there we go.
And so, and John the Baptist happened to have been
Big surprise.
a political voice, standing against against people that were crooked. So yeah, it's really a sad story.
Okay. So, in essence, the beginning of birthdays were celebrated for kings, gods, and the powerful. And it really was more not a birthday, but a ritual, or so to speak. I can't relate it to today's times. It's just, I can't go there. The bully on that day, showing his almighty power. Now, also, this is interesting, in those times, the Pharaoh, the king, or whatever, they were also associated with Ra. Do you know who Ra is? The sun god. So the equivalent of whoever was in charge was also in charge with the sun god. They kind of felt like where the sun and the earth met, it was almost cosmic. It was like a cosmic meeting. They met at the boundaries. That's how they were perceived. And so nothing was greater than the sun. Because without the sun, you can't grow crops, you can't get warm, la, 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 la. So they were even cosmically, well, and also, I don't want to, not exploded. What's the word? See, I'm a better writer than I am a
Influenced?
speaker.
Influenced or what? What are you trying to say?
Ended.
Okay.
And that, think about how long ago that was. I mean, that's all the tools they had, really. Sun, water, a king to tell him, or a pharaoh to tell him what to do, and do it or die. Like, God, terrible. All right, so now, when did the change happen? Now, this surprised me because I think of these times as horrible, but it was an awakening. And so now, with much thought process over the last few hours, I can kind of understand how it went that way. When do you think the tides changed? Any clues?
I don't understand what we're actually talking about.
Oh, when birthdays were celebrated amongst more people, the commoners, as opposed to just...
I think that would have been when the time of democracies came into effect.
And when do you think that was?
Well, when basically the dependence upon kings was no more, which was probably at the end of the 1700s, right?
We still
right
have
around,
kings.
Right around 1800.
I guess maybe the Victorian era would be a...
When is the Victorian era? Is that the late 18?
I'd say in the 1800s.
Yeah, like the late 1800s, early 1900s was when
Yeah.
Victoria was there.
Well, you guys are close, but you're not quite there. So these are the times when the average folk were able to start recognizing themselves. When Christianity came into play, it emphasized humility over kingship. And now this surprised me, the Enlightenment period, because the Enlightenment period was all about the witches and going after anybody who wasn't with the establishment. But I think Leah and I have had this conversation. Many of the witches who were hung were, women who owned land, and the community, the governor or whoever, they wanted the land. So then they would set him up and then kill him and take the land. Also, record keeping improved, right? Because there were no records, right? Of keeping track of when people were...
Yeah, buddy?
Really, Joe? We won't do the...
No, we're good. I was just checking on something.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Because our fog machine is completely natural. There are no chemicals or anything. I have asthma, and I would not be able to breathe if that was the case. So
So
you
you're
have to
saying-
think about this. There was no record keeping. There were no birth certificates. So record keeping got better during those times, right?
I think that churches have a lot of those.
The churches had a lot to do with that. I personally hate giving any church any credit, but credit earned, credit due. Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of the genealogy records.
Yes,
were
they
managed.
do. And another faith, the Mormons, they had extremely articulate records of
Yeah.
family trees.
Yeah, they did that for just about everybody. I mean,
Okay,
they-
so there is some good out of it. Also, living, your lifespan increased. So probably back in the day, unless you were super lucky, like I don't even know how Henry VIII lived as long as he did. As sick as he was, he lived so much longer than I would have expected. but
Yeah.
lifespan expanded.
Well, just like anybody else, the wealthy people got the best care, and so
Well, what was the best care though back then, Leah? Leeches and bloodletting?
Could
Like
be
they
even
didn't
having-
have like
But, yeah, even
medicines.
having access to food and nutrition probably helped.
Or
so.
even medicine.
Yeah.
I mean, they had
It's not
first,
the best
first
medicine,
claim
but
to
at
the
least
best
he was
medicine.
treated.
Of that time.
I know that, but it's better than what everybody else got.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So everybody else got to starve.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here we go. Nerds are chiming in. It's all great. Okay, so the birthday modernized, but what happened was, now this is fascinating. And I'm going to say this is fascinating because I know so many people, and I've done it myself, not every time, but from here and there. When it's your birthday, no, do not do anything for my birthday. It's just a day. Or I don't want the attention. Or no, it's weird. Like, no, okay? Modernized birthday celebrations in the modern world, they moved inward. Now I'm going to explain what that means. Do you guys know what that means? Do you have any guesses? Birthdays triggered emotions, life review, shame, pride, comparison of what you've lived, existential anxiety, depression, sudden decisions. So as we grow older, for birthdays in the modern age can totally F up your head. It's not like it's truly a celebration because it's time stamped, it's dated. And the D word, DATH, is getting closer and closer, and we have all these environmental
You mean DEATH?
what did I say?
DA.
Oh no, DEATH. Death. Thank you, babes. We're getting closer and closer and closer, and we have all these environmental expectations that have been put on us since we're born. And for most people, you can pretend, but it's not that happy of a time. Now, what are your thoughts on that? Would you agree?
Well, you brought up a very interesting point because I remember when I was in first grade, my mom had a birthday party for me and invited some of my fellow students and friends and stuff.
Babes, can I interrupt just briefly? Just a pause. Joe, we've been doing Leah's color. What color would you like for your birthday?
Well, that's an ADH thing. I was right in the middle of something and
I know. I'm trying to split it before we run out of time, and then Joe didn't have any time to have his color for the spot.
You're so sweet. How about red?
Okay, good. All right, now we'll continue on.
all right, well, anyways, there was this party, and so it was a lot of fun, but it was also a classic stressful thing because,
And how old?
I was in first grade, so I was
Okay.
like 5.
6.
6. Okay, 6 years old. But anyways, I never wanted to have a birthday party after that. And yet, it's very common for kids that we celebrate, have some form of a party for our kids. We'd have a cake, and stuff like that. But as I've gotten older, and especially spending birthdays by myself, I've become much more inward and more private.
You are
Describe
very
are
private
very,
about your
very,
birthday.
Very true, comparison or, and it's like, I like the word isolation. I kind of like to be a little isolated. I don't like to be celebratory on my birthday. I like to be celebratory on Christmas and, Halloween and stuff that's more together. But I just feel like there's people that it's not their birthday and they feel left out is part of it. I think there's
That's
some
very
of that.
compassionate. Joe, how about you? How do you feel when you have your birthday? We're going into nerd psychology.
We had a little tradition in our family that we couldn't celebrate birthdays big every year. So my parents decided that we would do every 5th. So your 5th birthday was your big one, and then your 10th you could have a party, 15th you could have a party. And I know exactly what you are saying, Randy, because I felt the same way. It was exhilarating to, when your parents invited all your classmates and your friends, and everyone was going to celebrate you, but it was a lot of pressure because you didn't like the attention. You didn't want the attention, but you were looking forward to, anyway, I was at least. I can't speak for you.
No, it was the same.
Obviously.
It
But
was the same, yeah, just
yeah, so yes, I believe you definitely stress about, people making a big deal about your birthday. But I've always been kind of wired that way. I don't want people to make a big deal about me for any reason.
But we did balloons and a sign
did,
on the
yeah.
door, and we're
Let's
taking
share.
him
You
out
can't
to
stop
dinner after
sharing.
this. He's my brother. We've known each other for like 46 years.
You have to be
And Leah over 20.
literally lifelong friends. Anyway,
My
these are just a funny thing, and
Brother.
I am like the worst. As if my sisters ever watch this, apologize because I am the worst brother. I forget birthdays. I don't make calls when I share. I don't text.
He's like the best
right.
guy
I don't
on the
answer
planet.
stuff on Facebook quick enough. So I appreciate everyone reaching out and making me feel special, but I don't want people's lives are busy enough to spend 5 seconds thinking about Joe or me. So
Well, we three, you're our family, and we thought about you for more than 3 seconds.
we're all kind of stuck together.
10 seconds, please. Leah, what about you? Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Hey, I want to say one more thing. Thank
Yeah.
you to all my friends here for always making me look good. I appreciate it. You guys, I adore you all and consider you my lifelong friends, so thank you.
No one can make another person look good. You look good because you're a good person. Leah, how
That's
about
a
you?
Hey, say that again.
No one can ever make you look good. You look good because you're a good person.
Yes, I like that. You
That
need to
is
write
pretty
that
good.
down. That is great. Well done.
Oh, I got these heart things came up. Let's do that again. Oh my God, I didn't know that, like, this.
Feedback.
Share.
That's fab. I don't do anything in even numbers, so I have to do one more 3.
Feedback. Yeah.
There we go.
She creates.
That was great.
I don't think I can do it. But the cool thing, what I can say is it's snowing outside, so at least.
Is it snowing?
At
Yeah.
least-
Quick note before Leah. I was born in Colorado. I have never, I just turned 64, never, ever seen what we have been going on this year. We've had no snow, and we are going into February. It is,
Crazy.
This has been a really
Yeah.
depressing.
Global warming
and
is
we
real,
better get
people.
we better get snow in March and April. March and April are supposed to be our snowiest months. I am telling you, we better, because our summer is going to be freaking brutal. And we supply water to how many states around us? There's not going to be any. Okay? And all the rich people with your beautiful green lawns, forget about it. You're not going to even be allowed
Ain't even
to
gonna be
water
drinking
your
Perrier,
lawn
y'all.
if we don't get some damn snow. And because we film the podcast at my hair salon. I am 1 mile from the capital of Denver. We are in
The mothership.
the city, like the heart of the city. And let me tell you, I lost my track of. Damn it! I was
Good
gonna
time
say.
for fog, then. Let's let the fog roll in, because it's.
My brain is fogged because I worked all day. I was gonna say something. It'll come back to me. Leah, what are your thoughts on your birthday? How do you like to handle birthdays?
Yes.
I do like, I like birthdays because, I'm glad everybody's here.
Oh,
It's a good thing that you were born, and
I'm not
I'm
getting
happy
any
you're
more
here.
hearts.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
sweet.
Very
So
sweet. Well said.
Leah.
It's a good
Lots of
time to focus on your friends and celebrate them.
I love that.
Sharon, do one of those
Well
hard
said.
things.
Well
Do one of
said.
those
All right.
hard-
I just did. I'll do another, but then I'm gonna have to do
For Leah.
another because I only do odd numbers. So we're
Yeah.
at
14.
no 3, 4. Oh no, that's an odd. So we can leave it there. Well, I guess I'll speak about birthdays.
Yes. Sharon.
All right,
what's
so
yours?
Since your birthday's on Christmas.
this
That's
is
right.
very complex, and I'm not trying to like draw out the storyline, but I was born on Christmas Day. Let me tell you, I think my family was not wealthy, and I think they did the best they could. But the separation between Christmas and birthday, as I became aware and got older, was very hard to get through. Because, not get through, but decipher. So I'm going to just speak very briefly of this one time. My sister, one of my 4 sisters, and I won't say her name, she went through the trouble of making me a very special birthday cake. And it was gorgeous. And we were like very young, teenagers or whatnot. And it was decorated with peppermint sticks. And I didn't know, it was a surprise. And I came into the kitchen. Sorry, I need my infinity necklace that my husband designed and made. And I walked in and everyone started singing happy birthday to me, but it was a week early. And I was just like, I couldn't like get there. I'm like, and I think I cried and I think I was very rude and I'm very sorry and I do apologize because you were trying to make a special time for me, but nothing can ever be on my birthday. And I'm sorry.
Is it because you're in competition with Christmas?
Well, not competition, but Christmas was always first, you know? You know, how do you compete with the J? I mean, I don't say his name because, you know, I have my reasons, but because I will tell you my reasons because I think his name has been so ridiculously exploited that it almost doesn't mean anything
Are you
anymore.
talking about John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith?
Is that like a Beatles thing?
It was a
Y'all
song.
know.
It was a song.
Y'all know. Anyway, my dear sister in Texas, we haven't seen eye to eye, and I'm very sorry. And that has stayed with me for a very long time. He tried really hard, and I was very not receptive. Now, I never cared about the presents. I never cared because we were poor anyway. I didn't know the difference. You didn't really get a lot of presents on your birthday. You just didn't. Here I am. I just turned 64. I still have people saying, did you just not get enough presents? Like, that mattered? Like, I'm not that shallow. Like, presents? Come on. No, it was really just about recognition of your birth. You're here. We're so happy you're here. Let's drink and make food. Presents, you know, 3 months after you get a present, if it even lasts that long, you're over it, done, it's gone, it's in pieces. I've never been like that except for my husband's jewelry. Okay, sorry, but like he is amazing. Anyway, yeah. So the competition of being born on Christmas has been completely distorted. It's not about getting gifts. It's about being recognized. And then you get old enough where you're just kind of like, you know, this is how the world goes. And that's how it is. And I'm just good with just being chill with my family, my beautiful family. If my children, my children reach out and they have busy lives, they say, happy birthday, Mom, I love you. That, because my husband, he takes care of me. He makes me feel special. My brother, Joe, my fake brother, I make him be my brother. My fake sister over here, Leah, I make her be my sister. This is all that matters to me. It's just being with that. So this year, I know I'm going on and on, but I am very excited to tell you this. Because I was born on Christmas and I have aversion to fish, I have an aversion to like a lot of foods. I have a ghetto palate. I don't really go out to dinner on my birthday, but this year I found out my very favorite, 2 blocks away from my home, French restaurant is open on Christmas. So we went and it was divine. So this year I turned 64, and this is important, 64, and I'll tell you why. I went out to dinner for the first time on my exact birthday. It was, when you think of 64, 6 and 4, 10, which goes down to a 1. I am restarting. I am a life number of 9 this year. I'm going down to a 1, and I am starting over.
Yay! I'm glad you had a nice
And I had a really several incredible bottles of wine. So there you go.
Good for you.
Yay.
64.
So should we pull some cards for Joe and Leah?
That'd be nice.
Let's
Birthday
pull
wish
some cards. Let's just pull 1 card. Are you guys up for that?
Let them pull it.
Let's just pull something for the coming year.
Yeah, and have them pull their own card.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't work that way.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, it doesn't work there. I'll pull their cards.
Sorry.
Sorry. Are you guys up for that?
Yep.
Okay.
No.
All right, let's do Joe first.
Yep.
Sorry, usually ladies
Why
first,
Joe
but
first?
we're not
Maybe I
doing
should
that
go
whole
first.
pronoun
You
thing.
and me, so.
We're not doing the pronoun thing anymore, so everybody's equal. So I just looked at Joe
Beauty
first
before age.
because that just is what happened. So it has nothing to do with ladies first or anything. It just happens to be where I looked. We're not going pronoun.
Let's do that.
You want to do Leah?
Yes.
All right, let me start all over, Leah.
Is that okay with you, Leah?
Because Joe's such a gentleman. He
You
thinks
go first,
women
Joe.
rule the
But
world,
the
and
cards are receptive.
rightly so. Okay,
She's
we're doing Leah first. All right, Leah. Here we go.
Feel good about this.
Well, of course.
Yeah. It's all
Now, this
good.
isn't political. This is personal, okay? Let's get our P's correct and in
Yeah.
order. All right, Leah, you are here. Wow.
Wow, she can't even see because of the fog.
Major Arcana,
Major Arcana.
Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune means you have come to an end and you are starting a brand new life and journey. And I already know this is true because something has already happened. And yay,
Very cool.
Leah!
Congrats.
Oh, we didn't do pink for Leah. We did red.
That's all right.
There,
Okay.
That's the best thing we can
I
do.
already put it in the deck. I was going to pull it back out. All right, Leah, that's the best we can do with the
Yeah,
fog
Leah.
machine.
All right, Joe, what color do you want?
Well, Joe likes red, he said. You pick, Joe. Maybe you're going to change it up. All right. This is for Joe.
Go.
Oh, wow. Now, this is complex. Another major arcana card, which means,
wow.
you know, the minors, let me explain. The minors are kind of like daily. The majors are like
The big players.
rulers. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Joe, you seriously need some justice in your life. I don't know, like the depth of everything in your past because you're very private. I know a lot about you, but I don't know that doesn't mean anything. But you are seeking justice in some ways, and you are going to have it. Does that sound right?
I am seeking justice.
Well, maybe you're not seeking it, but there is going to be justice in your life this year.
Oh, wow. Wow. Very significant.
Now, does that correlate with you at all?
It could, possibly.
Well, let's remember this. Let's remember this and come back to this at the end of the year. So, Leah, you had the Wheel of Fortune. Your life is changing, and we already know it is. You had a big ending, and you have moved into another just in the last day. Joe, your card is justice. It will be interesting to come back at the end of the year for your birthdays next year and find out how these cards have, if they have, affected you.
Yes, I look forward
Should
to,
I pull
to
one?
that.
Since I had a birthday, babes, your birthday's not till May, so.
Yeah, you can pull a card.
Should
for
I
your
pull
birthday.
one?
Yeah, I think you should.
Yes.
But mine was in 2025, so I don't know if it's.
Yeah, whatever.
It's
All
a
right,
new
then I
year.
want the fog.
It's a new-
changed.
It's a new
Me too.
year.
I want to go blue.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah. Blue
The problem is it's
suits
not
me.
lighting up.
Blue suits me, so let's go blue for me. But let's keep in mind, they're 2026. I'm at the end of 2025. Let's just see what happens here. Well, no, because we're doing birthday. Yeah, it's because this is the birthday episode. Okay, no, we're good. All right, let's just see right there. It's not a major. It's travel, memories, kind of chilling out and just reevaluating importance of things. And I am very chill right now, so I actually think this card makes a lot of sense for me. There are parts of me that will be sailing away. There are a lot of parts of me that will be reevaluating things, but I'm all in.
Awesome. I like that.
All
Yeah.
right, babes.
I'm not doing one.
I know he's May. He probably won't have anything to do with it, or he might change his mind.
Yeah, May.
Anyway.
May, we'll talk in May.
Yeah.
I'll probably be real hungry.
As a family, should we pull one card for the new year?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, why not?
Pull
like to.
the glossy deck. This is my own deck that I designed, the Dormant deck, and I added a major arcana, so there are actually 79 cards instead of 78. They're beautiful, and I have them in just the cards I was using before, and then I have this very heavy but a beautiful glossy deck, because I went local, and I had a local printer, Yellow Dog, print them for me, and they are amazing, and I don't care. Whatever they can do, I'm good with, because they're local and they're amazing,
They're amazing.
and they care about animals, and they're just incredible. So, you know, you can get caught up, I want this, I want that, or you can go with people close to you and support them and get what you can get. And that's what I do.
Oh, yeah, it was in the planter.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Okay.
Y'all, we have a repeat. 8 of Cups. So we all just want to sail away with our thoughts. We're into memories. We just want to fill up our cup. We just want to be together and just...
This is a repeat card. You pulled that
Wow.
card.
Yes, this
but
is
in
what
the
I
other
pulled.
deck. That's crazy.
Wow.
So for us as a family group, we are going
That's a good
to... No, we are going to explore the world through mystery, but we're all good with where we're at, and it's going to be a good year
Yeah.
for us personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Good call.
I do too.
Yeah.
Now, 2, very quickly, those who have been murdered by the Gestapo Nazis. Very
Hearts to
sorry.
you guys.
Today is a terrible day as a third victim. And we don't even know what's happened to these children. Some of them, one was returned. You know, these people, they're traffickers. They're probably taking, they probably get bonuses for taking the little ones. I wouldn't doubt it. And I'm not going to get political on a high sense, but I will say this. We will stand strong, and this is not who humanity is. And I can't wait for the new Nuremberg trials, because they will happen. And I am going to be in the front row. With that, bad energy out.
Bad energy out.
Y'all know who you are.
Hearts.
And
to
the
good
nightmares
people.
are never going to leave you until
Hearts to the
you
good
leave
ones.
this planet. I guarantee that. And happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Leah! Happy
Leah.
birthday, Joe! All right, y'all, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. We are going to start expanding. We're going on, is it Patreon? Is that what it's called? I don't know. PTSD. So yeah, Patreon. We might go on Ko-Fi. I'm not. Nah. Possibly Spotify. We have so much for this year coming up. Please support us. Also, you want us to research a mystery? I am on it. Put it in the comments. Subject matter. Put it in the comments. Please, please, please. We really want your feedback. You hate us? Say it. You love us? We'll embrace it. Come on. Let's do it. Have a good evening.
Show some love, babies.
Show some love. One more of the hearts.
Woo.
Okay, I didn't know I could do this. Now I have to do one more because I only do odds, and I'm on 6 now, so 7. There we go. All right, mwah. Have a good evening.